gentlemen, boys and girls, pimps and simps, welcome back to the Mac Life. In today's video, we are going to be explaining, well, I'll be explaining the Onlyfans upsell ladder. Now, if you're a creator or a manager on Onlyfans, this is 100% a video you need to watch because I'm going to show you the dramatic difference in money you can make by implementing an upsell ladder. And I'm going to use real examples. So I'm going to actually give you an upsell ladder that you can follow, as well as you can pretty much just copy the pricing. So before we do that, if you're new to the channel, okay, I drop 4 videos a day, a podcast. It's usually OnlyFans related. I do a training video like this on OnlyFans and e-commerce, as well as some reaction videos of just what's going on in the world. So make sure you hit subscribe. No one's putting out this many videos. I'm putting out 4 big feature-length videos a day. So make sure you hit subscribe. Now, this is the upsell ladder that I implement, okay, and I get girls to implement. And just so you have some credibility and some knowledge, okay, not like I flex knowledge on you, just so I give you some credibility, okay, I consult with B-list celebrities in the industry. I consult with the majority of women that I consult with in OnlyFans are turning over 7 figures a year, so millions of dollars a year. As well as that, I have a private Discord with 500 members growing every day of creators and managers, all doing 6 figures, 7 figures, and new people as well joining. So I have so much data. I have an infinite amount of data to work with, and by implementing these things, okay, straight away you can start increasing the money you make. So the first thing, and this is the majority that I like to price the subscription price point at, is $24.99 a sub. Now, the way in which we're going to be applying this model or this framework is going to be off, we're just going to call it per 100 pieces of traffic, or that traffic that converts to sales, okay? And more importantly, if you haven't watched the other video that I showed in the business playlist, I talk about lead generation, I talk about lead quality. This is only going to work if you're converting high quality leads. If you're converting high quality leads, and I explain how to do that in different things inside the hive mind, in all different things, you will be able to price like this and you will be able to make this much money. But you have to have quality leads. That's a whole different discussion of how this isn't a video on how to get traffic or how to get leads. This is showing you how to implement your correct pricing structure from the get-go so that you can make infinitely more money. So let's look. I like to price the subscription at $24.99 a sub. And to understand how I'm pricing so much and getting away with it, you really need to understand the premium pricing model. That's not something I'm going to discuss in here. You know, I talk about that on every single other video. But you can charge this much money, and you should be charging this much money. If you're charging $240 a subscription, if you're charging $7.99 base rate a subscription, you're making this business dramatically harder for you to succeed in. So, if you understand that you convert 100 sales, okay, at $24.99, you're getting $2,500 in upfront costs. Now, the best part is this is going to be a monthly reoccurring revenue post-churn. So, obviously, you know, you're going to lose some customers. They're going to churn each month. But we're just going to work within the confines of this is all within 1 month to make it very easy. So, straight up, if you charge $24.99, if you're hitting 100 sales of quantified leads a month, you're making $2,500 a month. Now that sounds pretty good, right? For a lot of people that are watching this that don't have OnlyFans yet, or you're thinking about it, or maybe you do and you're not making this much, you're like, wow, that's a lot of money. But it's not. It's really not. And let me show you why, okay? If you price correctly, you can do this. You only really need to understand 2 things to make this much money already. Pricing and how to get quality leads. I demonstrate both of those inside the Hive Mind training as well, okay? But I will put out a separate video on that. Now, let's look at this, okay? So, if you are to price correctly, let's change this to black. If you are to price correctly and put your pictures at $50, most people price 10, 12, 20, ridiculous. If you're charging $50 a picture, you should be converting around 70% of your audience, remember, because they're qualified leads. You should be converting around 70% of this audience into sales. That adds an additional $3,500 a month there, or per 100 leads on top. And remember, if everyone stays on board inside of OnlyFans, say we have a 0% churn rate, which never happens, but it would be amazing, they're going to repeat buy this. They will buy this picture every single month if you're doing things correctly. So that is a 70% conversion rate on a $50 picture. Okay, now let's go to the $100, okay, which we should only have really sort of a 50% conversion rate. But additionally, we can get around 50% of our audience to go ahead. That means, yes, some people are buying the $50 pick and the $100 pick. We should get around 50% to convert, making us an additional $5,000. Now you can see where this is going. We're basically building out an upsell ladder. And if you don't think you can get people to pay 50 or 100, it's just you're a step behind in the ladder, and that's not really what we're discussing here. But trust me, it can be done, okay? For the sake of trusting me, I'm showing you how much money you can make. The next thing we should be charging is a $250 video. Now, we should only be converting a smaller percentage. So you see we've gone from 50%, okay? We're dropping down, if you've noticed, every single time. As the upsell ladder gets bigger, the amount of people we convert gets smaller. So now we're converting our percentage on $250 video. We're going to make 5K. Okay, and then we have our next one, which is going to be a custom video. So a custom video is something like a fetish video or something where they want their name said, okay? And we should convert at least 10% of our audience. So you can see if we're converting 10% at a $500 video, we're making an additional $5,000. Now what you've noticed is how much more money is being added as we work up the upsell ladder. Now the next thing, and I try to make this so nice by putting them white and then revealing them. The next thing in your upsell ladder, which you should have, is a 10-minute call. You will only roughly be converting around 2 people to this. I know that's dramatically smaller, but a call is a lot of commitment. Most people will sit anonymous behind their computer, and that's how they like it. They like the connection, they like the anonymity, and they like to jerk off behind their screen. However, when you add in a call, okay, it takes all that away, so you're only going to get a few people, but you are still going to get around 2%, so you shouldn't not do it. And I mean, it's 20 minutes work for an extra $1,500 a month. Okay, as you get to a later stage where it's really not worth it, you can charge more. So the cool thing is, as you start to make more and more money, these ones that actually have a fixed cost, so something like a custom video that takes more time, or a call, okay, these ones you can increase the price so that you're getting more money, okay, for the same amount of output. That's just a factor of leverage. Now, the final thing that we should offer inside of our upsell, and there are more, but these are the main things that every girl can implement into her upsell straight away, is used panties or used clothing, plus a custom video to go with it. Because the sort of guy that's going to buy something like used panties is going to jerk off with them or put them on their face or do some weird shit with it. You have to find out what it is that they want, okay? And then you send them a little quick custom video. Now, this one is probably the most time consuming. You can automate this process and you can just get like Shein undies delivered, you know, have them already pre-packaged, ready to go, 10 parcels sitting there, ready to send out instantly. And then the custom video, it takes you a minute to film. It can just be a minute video that gets sent and you charge $1,000. Now, your question is probably, Mac, but you can't charge this much on OnlyFans, inside of OnlyFans. OnlyFans is simply a platform that allows you to exchange content safely in exchange for money. You can operate this outside of OnlyFans. OnlyFans is simply the platform. And you can use OnlyFans for all of these. You can just get them to pay multiples. But just remember, if you don't have a funnel or anything like that, what's going to happen? Oh, it's gone back to white. What's going to happen is also that OnlyFans is going to take their 20%. Now, there are pros and cons to do with this. Obviously, you're losing 20%, but you get a whole range of features, a great platform, you convert higher and whatnot. But you should be implementing something else, which is down here, which is essentially the next stage, which is a funnel, okay? But before we get into looking at the funnel quickly, which is a bonus, I'm going to show you how much additional money was actually made. So if you were to charge $24.99 for your subscription price and you stop there, you didn't sell any pictures, you didn't do anything else, and this isn't including tips or anything like that. If you stop there, you're earning $2,500 a month. If you were to charge $50 a picture, look at the dramatic jump. You're now making $6K a month. Once you introduce the $100 picture, you jump to $11K a month. Once you introduce the $250 video, $16K a month. The $500 custom video puts you up to $1,750. No, I've done this incorrect. $2,150 I meant to put here. No. That's yeah, 5K. What have I missed? No, 5K, I was one back. Incorrect. So once you get the custom video, you move to 16. Once you add in the 10-minute call, okay, you get to 17,500. And then the used panties, you're going to get to 18,500. Because, I don't know if I mentioned, you'll probably only convert 1 in 100 here. But that's fine. Look at the difference by having an upsell ladder, okay, in the amount of profit that we make. And every step that you say, oh, I won't bother with this, you can move back one step. You're legitimately just saying to yourself, I'm going to throw this money off the table. Oh, I won't worry about the panties till later on. Why? Okay, boom, that's gone. Now you're back here. I won't worry about the call until later on. Okay, boom, now you're back here. I won't ever charge $500 and do the custom videos. I'll stick with the videos I already have. Boom, you're back here. 250 is too much for a video. I'll charge 100. Boom, now you've halved it. Okay, legitimately. And if you think that by charging less you'll convert more, you're incorrect. Okay, the data just doesn't show that. People pay for what they perceive to be valuable. Not because it's something costs more, less people are going to convert. That's just not the way it works. Look how many people growing up, okay, buy a house that they can't afford, but yet a house is dramatically more than what they'd ever spend money on. And how big of the population goes ahead and purchases a house in these developed countries? Massive. Now, these are the 3 main principles that you need to apply to get this to work. Otherwise, it won't work. And so, you're probably saying, yeah, but it's hard to sell used panties. It's hard to do these things. I may have tried it. That's because you either lack good quality leads, so you don't know how to get good quality leads. You're not making this money because you don't understand premium pricing, which is you're either not confident enough or you're not delivering value, okay? There's a whole ladder of value that I explain inside the Hive Mind. And the third principle is you're not automating any of this. You don't have people there handling the messages day and night for you. You don't have a Kajabi opt-in funnel where you lead, or it could be any website, but you don't have an opt-in funnel where you lead people into a funnel. And then what happens is they're constantly being pushed emails and SMS and text and being told that, hey, you should buy these used panties. We only have 1 left. Hey, you should be buying a custom video. A custom video offer ends tonight. It's going from 500 to this. You can set up email automation flows like we have set up. So these are the 3 main things that you really need. And I explain all these in the Hive, but I'll also be doing more videos separately on all of these things because within the OnlyFans industry, there are thousands of bits of advice that I could give you. But if you just go ahead and you're already making money, you're already getting around 100 people converting a month, by simply making sure your subscription price is $24.99 and then working on these price points and adding in this upsell ladder, you will increase your money that you make dramatically. That being said, this video is for education purposes only and entertainment and is in no way financial fucking advice. What is that? Oh, on my face. The whole time and no one said anything. None of you said nothing. That's some gravy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you hit subscribe if you want to see more. I drop a video like this and explain a video every day. And we go over some juice inside the podcast. So hit subscribe and I'll see you all in tomorrow's one. До свидания.